For children with learning disabilities, learning is a difficult and painful ordeal. And often, it's not only the child that's frustrated by his learning disability, but the parents as well. And that only makes the child feel even more discouraged about learning. I'm all too familiar with the struggles and tribulations of these children. I've been teaching them for over 35 years. In all of my years of teaching and running a school, I have found that there are 3 critical factors that can go hand in hand in helping a child unleash their desires to learn. One is the curriculum and the methodologies. The second is the classroom size, and most importantly is the caliber of the teacher. When I hire teachers, I don't just look at their credentials. I look for teachers who are passionate about teaching.
I and I'm certain the other teachers at MLA feel the same way. We want students to think critically, not just memorize information. When students are formulating questions, evaluating information, and drawing conclusions, I know I've done my job.
Every student needs a mentor. Our son regards you quite correctly as a person who has changed his life forever. That is the epitome of a great teacher. We are grateful that you were at MLA at the right time.
The second factor to effective learning is how the curriculum is delivered.
The first step when a student comes to us is to assess that student's academic needs as well as their behavioral needs. As such, we develop an informal assessment of both their academics and their behavior. Based on the results of these assessments, we then develop a program that will address the student's needs. So for example, if a student, let's say, read fluently, but then indicated poor comprehension skills, we would then develop a program to help remediate those comprehension skills.
Eureka! My daughter is now reading for pleasure aloud and is thrilled with herself. As a professional educator, it really makes me feel wonderful to see a group of students motivated, learning, and enjoying. Thank you.
The third factor, and experience has shown this to be true, as well as study after study, is classroom size.
Teachers aren't the only ones who enjoy small classes. Students do as well. It allows, and that is one of the reasons why I like teaching at MLA. The ratio of 6 to 1 is really wonderful, both for students and teachers. It allows the bonding to take place, relationships to form, and it allows for individual growth and development of the student.
Another benefit to the smaller class size is that a teacher can assess a child's needs as a whole. It also allows for a more intensive style based on reinforcement techniques.
Another way that we assess students is through homework. At MLA, we have a homework club, and parents love us for this. The students complete their homework in the homework club so that parents don't have to monitor their child's homework at home. Because we see homework as an extension of what the student learns in the school, the teachers recognize that homework is our responsibility.
The 2 years at Merle Levine Academy were priceless. As a result of your expertise and caring, Jonathan has become a self-confident teenager who is succeeding in grade 11 at a public high school. I just can't thank you and your staff enough for all you've given Jonathan.
Social skills is an integral part of the Merle Levine Academy. Students are taught to become more self-aware and more self-directed. These skills build upon their self-esteem and help them deal with everyday life situations. We work directly with the staff and the parents to help the students internalize these newly acquired skills.
Some of the students who come to us at Merle Levine arrive very discouraged about their previous school experiences. Essentially, by the time they arrive here, they have lost faith in the schooling and in their teachers. So one of the first things that we need to do is to regain their trust. We need to change their environment, modify this for them, modify their work to make it more meaningful to them. We wish to instill a feeling of success. We need to teach them the skills that they will need to be successful in a regular school environment.
Merle, you and your teachers should take pride that under your collective tutelage, the children who have been in your care have begun to see themselves as worthwhile and contributing young persons.
Merle Levine Academy has all the critical facilities students need. We have everything from a computer room
so if it does,
to a library to a science lab.
Wow. They do not mix. Unbelievable.
We also offer an excellent physical education program.
You can grab any ball that you want. Okay?
Our school is registered with the Ministry of Education. That means we're inspected by the ministry, and our curriculum is consistent with its guidelines. And each of our credits, grades 9 to 12, is approved by the ministry. Otherwise, we could not grant them.
In fact, we probably exceed the ministry's guidelines because we also teach our teachers our methodologies. We constantly provide our teachers with the most up-to-date research in order to give them greater insight into teaching our students. Above and beyond that, our teachers have something we just cannot teach them: passion. Our teachers are truly passionate about teaching. They see teaching as their calling. I've been teaching in the field of special education since 1969. Over the years, there have been many wonderful comments from both parents and students. But the one comment that keeps me inspired and sums it all up for me is the one made by Peter, a former student. Peter was really struggling learning how to read in school. After 6 months of working with him, one day Peter looked up at me and he said, "Merle, my brain isn't rusty anymore." And that summed it all up, and that's why I'm still here. The best way to describe our approach is holistic. Open, ongoing communication is essential to building trust and cooperation between the home, school, and child. This is essential if we are to achieve our goal of both an independent and interdependent child. That's why we are known as the school with a heart.